this we may have to let's go off that. Hey everybody. Hey Lynn, Miss Johnson. We're gonna connect soon. I promise you we're gonna connect. We're gonna connect. So I just wanted to get on here real quick to talk about the question that I just posed for Wisdom Wednesday. Why is it so important to be punctual? And got a few good responses. So I always like to throw things out there intentionally, of course, so that way we can have some good dialogue. I was teaching. I was meeting with my mentees today on a conference call, and that was our topic, was being punctual. Hey. So what does punctual mean to them? I posed that question to them, and of course they said, being on time, being committed to whatever the commitment is, and of course being present at that time. And it wasn't planned, but it just happened that way, that we went with it, because our time commitment is 6:30. That I equip is just time for we chat, we talk about different subjects, and we really get into some things that applies to their lives, because that's what I want to do. Is they're high schoolers, 3 of them are, and then of course my son Kenston Jr. He has no choice. Those is going to be his older brothers. They're going to be mentoring him as I'm teaching him, and it all works out. It's going to work out. But anyways, so so we talked about what does punctual mean, and I thought back to a situation where I had gained a mentor, and it was a time where I was busy. I was doing classes, workshops, and I could not make it on time to our sessions, and I found myself in a situation where the relationship didn't work out well. And it was funny because he actually commented on this question, and he got on me pretty hard. And it wasn't that he was really getting on me, but he was really adamant about the commitment to making the commitment to where I'm trying to go or where I'm going. I had to be fully committed to the process. But not that we're going there. The subject at hand is being punctual. So I found a quote, and it says, I think it's by Karen Joy Fowler. It says, "Arriving late is a way of saying that your own time is more valuable than the time of the person who waited for you." And it really is. It really is. And I think about all the engagements that I have, whether it's playing piano or singing or speaking or teaching. If I allow myself not to arrive on time, I'm setting myself up to not get a call back. I'm setting myself up as a person who is not dependable, who is not trustworthy, who is not accountable for the things that they want me to do for them, the services that they want me to do for them. And so what I talked about the boys with my guys, my fellas, is that being punctual strengthens and reveals your integrity. Being punctual shows that you are a dependable person. Being punctual shows you are self-confidence. Many times when we're rushing throughout the day, whether it's to get somewhere, to be somewhere, it's usually having to do with either we're unprepared, or and I'll just put it on myself. Either I'm unprepared or I'm trying to, learn something really quick before I go. And that will make me get there late or right on time. And my dad always instilled in me to show up at places at least 15 minutes before. So that way you have time to breathe. So that way you have time to gather your thoughts. So that way you have time to review your notes or whatever you need to do. So that way your brain is not rushing. It's not, fidgety. If it's a speaking engagement, you're going to be sometimes nervous, and you want to have that extra time to be able to just relax. Maybe, read a book or scripture or whatever you do or listen to some music to calm you down before you go into go mode. So I've received so many engagements and from being a punctual person. People know that they can trust me, that I'm going to be on time. They know they can depend on me to be on time. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up, but I'm going to show up before time. And it's no slight to any other speakers or musicians or teachers, what have you, though. But I'm just saying you're missing out on greater opportunities because you're not punctual. You're not on time. You're not dependable. And I don't want anybody to miss on the opportunities. I thank you for, the extra business. But we as a striving people, moving towards greater, we have to make sure that we are punctual, especially when it comes to if we are a mentee to a mentor, or we are responsible for other people that are mentees of ours. We have to make sure that we be on time. I know in the workplace they're trying to do this work-life balance, and that's good and all. It's good and all. However, I've seen it. Being in HR for over 13 years, I've seen it where employees take advantage of that work-life balance, and they still don't show up on the time that was agreed upon. And so that's taken out of context, which is going to end up being a dismissal from work if you still show up or continue to show up late. And so all I want to do is like I encourage my guys, that it's not just about them, but I wanted to build, or I'm going to build in them, is to be punctual, to be on time. I don't care who else is going to be late. I don't care, but you be on time. So that way it shows whoever is waiting on you to get there, they know they can depend on you. And so you got it. Yep, just like you said. So if you want to be followed, you must lead by example. So if you're a manager, if you're a leader, you definitely want to be on time, to show that you are dependable, and so that way, because if a leader is not doing it, is not being on time, the people behind you are going to most likely stop being on time. So it does have a ripple effect. However, I'm one as an adult, and because of the way I was raised, and I'll even tell you the way you were raised, to make sure that you're accountable to yourself, and make sure that regardless of what anybody does, you be punctual. So it's better to be early than late. You already know if you show up to an interview not on time, you've already lessened your chances of obtaining that job, and it's on you. If you know you have to sing at church at 10 a.m. or 11:30 a.m. on Sunday morning, and you show up at 11:30 when service is starting, your leadership is probably going to be saying, "Hey, go have a seat," because service is moving. But it will do you a greater service to just be on time, and I would say even a little bit before time. So again, you're not such of in a rush. I've had those times when singing engagements, and and because of traveling, we got there just on time, so we were rushing to get in position to be able to make it happen. And things did happen, and we showed up well. However, we could have showed up even better. So why not show up at your best than just showing up? And so the more time you give yourself to be at a place or on a call or whatever it is on time, the better influence you're going to have with those who are around you or in that room. So that's all I got to say. And again, I'm never want to get on anybody. It's just empowering and equipping you all. So when you respect other people's time, they're going to respect your time. And but you set the ground by being on time. So you set the precedence. Let's see. I was looking at one other quote. So we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. So when we make it a habit, or when it becomes a habit of being on time, then that's what you'll do, because you realize it's not all about you, but it's all about you and the people that you serve. So it's a team mindset, and that, I think that's what people got to get, is that team mindset. When our pastor was just talking about teamwork, but I can go into that. We'll go talk about that later. Said to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is to be forgotten. Good. Thanks, Demetria. Thank you. Hey, if you got something to say, please say it now. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let me just check out a couple. I think we got a couple more. Good friend Ron, he said integrity. It builds integrity. Yeah, being punctual does build integrity. And Boston friend said your word is your bond. Once time is wasted, you can never get it back. Respect other people's time, and they will respect yours. It shows professionalism, and that's very true. Super West, he gave a long one, which was he was my mentor. He's still my mentor, but it's just not on a consistent basis. But he's still my guy. I don't care. He says, because time is most valuable asset a person has, you can make money back. You can recharge and store energy, but time once spent is gone. Everybody alive today exchanges their time for the other resources, namely finances and energy, on a daily basis. Let's see. But lastly, I'll just skip down. As a coach, I get paid by the hour, and when a client shows up late, they not only are saying they don't respect my services as a coach, but they are indicating to me that they do not respect me. And that's a strong statement. That's a real strong statement. Because I'm a coach as well and a mentor as well. And when people are not on time, or they don't communicate, and that's just like, for me, that's the biggest thing, is communication. If you're gonna be late, I'm gonna need you to communicate. Ooh, that would rhyme. If you're gonna be late, I need you to communicate. It seems simple enough, people, but it's not a common practice. It's like, well, I'm gonna just show up when I'm gonna show up, and that's so disrespectful of you. And so I encourage you, if you're gonna be late to something, communicate. I mean, it's a phone call, a text away, but it means so much to the person who's waiting on you. So if I'm coaching you, if I'm mentoring you, it means so much to know that you communicated before that time came, so that way I know how to prepare myself, because I'm preparing before we talk. I'm jotting down things. I'm being intentional with my time, so that way I can give you everything that I feel that you may need during that session. And if you don't communicate, then I ain't gonna say I wasted time, but I did waste time. Okay. So the organizer are worried about their talent part of the program until that talent shows up. Give me more. Give me more. So I can understand what you mean. Let's see. Mr. Jones said shows maturity, respect, total commitment. And when he coached high school sports, on time was 15 minutes early. So that's a great thing. Great thing. Friend Charles said shows importance. And then good friend Dave said it shows respect. Yeah, definitely. Keep them coming. And some people say that the culture now is, show up when I want to show up, or I don't have to necessarily be on time. But I really believe it comes down to, whoever the leader is, or whoever you're meeting with, that determines what punctual is or means. However, I encourage everybody that I meet with, if somebody gives you a lazy time, like, oh, it could be around 1:15, 1:20, not a set time, I would say, so what time do I need to be there? 1 o'clock? Okay, cool. Or confirm 1:30? Okay, cool. I'll be there at 1:30. No matter what they say, you just want to be on time, so you know how to prepare yourself for what you're about to encounter. It just makes a lot of sense. So I'll raise this question to you. So those are out here. So this quote says, punctuality, a quality of some people who seem to have nothing better to do. A quality of some people who seem to have nothing better to do. What does that mean? What is that like? Like, what do you get from that? Quality of some people who seem to have nothing better to do. It is a ha-ha quote, but I guarantee you there's something, that's how some people feel, though. Exactly, Becky. So for leaders out there, is a quote: preparedness and punctuality are two of the most important qualities of a leader. That's very true. Because again, if I as a leader slack off on leading a team of folks, being on time, that's not going to be, it's not going to turn out good, and it's going to be a fire that I'm going to have to put out really quickly, because if it becomes the norm, then when I change to start to try to be on time, then they're like, hold on, but you was just doing this the last several years, so how you gonna change now? And then you gonna expect us to change? It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Ah, got you. Sorry, I didn't catch it. Thank you for explaining that, Darshell. So yeah, I mean, Darshell pointed out, whether you're a musician, speaker, singer, or whatever your talent may be, you're a part of the program. So let's say, for example, got a concert happening, and I'm the organizer, and I'm counting on so many different people, singers and groups or musicians and dancers to be there at a certain time. So that way, when the program starts, I'm not looking for nobody. I'm ready for the show to start and go and move forward. Now, if I'm busy looking for people, then my attention is not focused on doing my job as the coordinator of the program to keep it moving forward. Now, of course, and this happens more than often, but usually the coordinator is turning into Superwoman or Superman and making adjustments because people are not punctual. And so again, I encourage you, if you are a part of a program, and I get it on one end when I've been a part of a program and I was like number 10. And so the group was number 10 on the list, and so I'm like, man, I got about 30-40 minutes, give or take, to make sure I'm on time. However, being a punctual person, you would still want to if the coordinator says, hey, everybody show up at 2 p.m. for was a roll call, then be there at 2 p.m. Even if it's exactly at 2 p.m., because you're going to be like 10th on the list, be on 2 p.m. So that way, again, it gives you time to relax and just really, take everything in, take some deep breaths, listen to my CD Breathe. No, just throw that out there. But, yeah, just get there and, bring a phone, bring a tablet, bring your earbuds, just so that way you can relax and just be ready to go. But I really believe strongly in being punctual, and again, that's why I equipped my guys, my fellas, to be punctual, be on time, be before time, so that way people can know that they can depend on you, because that's what people are looking for, is dependable people with integrity, people they can trust to say he's going to be on time or she's going to be on time. I don't have to worry about calling twice, 3 times, texting her, or emailing him the day before, minutes before the program. I don't have to worry about that because that person is dependable. They are always on time. So that's all. I have to over talk my stay. But if you have any more comments, go ahead and post them. But please share this video. And I'll probably put it up on my YouTube channel. So if you want to look back at it, that'd be cool. But I encourage you, be punctual. Be punctual, because it does. Even if you're the only person there, it's all good. At least you're there and you're not rushing, and you got time to make any adjustments that you need to make. But your time is important. My time is important. Everybody's time is important. But how important is it to you? Because if you're not punctual, you're saying that somebody else's time is not as important as yours. So be encouraged. If you need to get up earlier than usual, whatever you need to do, make it happen. Hey, Marine. Back to Pox. But yeah, so do whatever you got to do to be on time or before time, so that way it works out. So peace and blessings. I am going to do my best to try to start. See, that didn't even make sense. Contradiction all over. But I'm going to try to make a day where specifically I get back and doing empowerment sessions for the piano and my empowerment sessions, because I want to start those back. It's been long overdue. I've just been doing a lot of work and music. So great things are happening. So I appreciate everybody for their prayers, support, love, all that good stuff. It means a ton of a lot And so I just want to continue to do my best to give back, and yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So it's also less stressful to the talent to be there beforehand. I like to get there. Yep, get there on time and set up cooling off period before performance time. Makes everything run smoother. I agree, my sister. I agree. And yeah, like I said, I think it was a culture shift of not being punctual. I don't know where it happened or what took place, but I ain't gonna even say we got too many divas and divos and want to be seen. I don't know what it is. Everybody's situation may be a little different, but everyone can be accountable. Self-accountability is everything, to make sure that they're there on time. So, all right. Other than that, deuces, and I will talk to y'all later. Take care and be blessed.